Hey there, this is Kevin here from MaximizingEcommerce.com. I help people build e-commerce businesses that they can be proud of. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk about one of the worst feelings in the world when you're selling on e-commerce. And that is not having enough stock and running out of inventory. And if you've had that happen too, and you know what that feeling's like, I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below, because it can just feel like, there's not much you can do about it, because, let's say you put in an order and it may take, 4 to 6 weeks to get product in, and you got to ship it into Amazon or, wherever it is that you're shipping your product to, and you can't sell what you don't have. So it's this like kind of helpless feeling. I've been out of inventory since before Chinese New Year. Just to take a step back, I've rolled out a whole bunch of new SKUs, and basically some have not worked out so well, and I bought too much inventory of, and some that were selling really well, I didn't have enough going into Chinese New Year. So my supplier was closed down basically for the entire month of February, and then it took them a little bit of time. So what was normally a 4-week turnaround time became a 6-week turnaround time, and 4 of my more popular SKUs I'm out of. So right now my numbers, they're good because I'm up. I got to remind myself basically Amazon app, it shows you, if you look at, the previous 7-day period, what you are relative to the previous 7 days before, the trailing 7 that you're up until today. Then also takes that same time period and looks at it a year earlier. So where am I relative to that? And relative to last year, I'm actually pretty healthy because I'm up 40 to 70, sometimes over 100%. Depends on that 7-day time period. It's not exact, but I got to remind myself, and that's with 4 SKUs, 4 relatively popular SKUs that I'm out of. Like with those SKUs, it'd probably be 10, 15, 16 units a day. It depends, because, combined, these SKUs do pretty well for me relative to the amount of MOQ that I have. So they sell through pretty quickly. They're not like huge, what most people consider home runs, but for me, they're pretty good SKUs, and they're consistent, especially when I add them together. So that's too bad. But more than anything, if you've ever had it, it's like, it's this balance. You don't want to put too much cash flow out there, to have all this inventory that you can't sell through. And at the same time too, sometimes you have these challenges as you have new products and you don't have a lot of history, and you're trying not to spend too much, and all of a sudden you run out. So it's this dance, so to speak, of, trying to have just enough without running out, but without putting out too much cash that it hurts your cash flow, because, something that's sitting on the shelf literally is just having money on the shelf that isn't serving you. So, the idea of just-in-time inventory doesn't necessarily seem to work in this particular business. So hopefully you found this to be helpful. And if you have any thoughts on how you manage your inventory, or any challenges you've had of that pit in your stomach of, that fear of missing out, that FOMO, as they say, of that, I could be selling way more, but I can't because I just don't have the inventory, and it's this almost helpless feeling. You know what it's like when you're just waiting for the product to come in, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you found this helpful, click the little thumbs up icon. And more than anything, thank you for watching this video, and have a great day. Take care.